Imagine this. You're floating in crystal clear waters, a coconut in hand, with ancient granite giants guarding the horizon. Welcome to Koh Samui, Thailand's emerald jewel in the Gulf of Thailand, a 228 square kilometer paradise that's lured backpackers, billionaires, and buried treasures alike. But beneath the swaying palms and infinity pools lies a story of volcanic fire, forgotten shipwrecks, and whispering jungles that could swallow secrets whole. I'm your host on Islo Mania, the channel diving deep into the world's wildest islands. Today, we're cracking open Koh Samui like a fresh young coconut, sweet, surprising, and a little nutty. From its fiery birth millions of years ago to a World War II ghost lurking offshore. Stick around for 15 minutes of island obsession that'll have you booking that flight. Let's dive in. Koh Samui didn't just appear like a postcard prop. Oh no, this island was forged in the Earth's fiery workshop over 200 million years ago during the Triassic period. Picture this, massive tectonic plates in Southeast Asia collided like cosmic bumper cars, squeezing magma upward from the planet's molten core. That superheated rock cooled into the island's backbone. Tough, pinkish granite that's still peeking through today, forming dramatic tors and boulders that look like nature's own sculptures. But it didn't stop there. Over eons, wind, rain, and relentless Gulf waves chipped away at softer layers of limestone and sandstone, carving out those iconic coves and hidden bays. The result? A landscape that's 60% rugged mountains cloaked in jungle, dropping sharply to 40% of powdery white sand beaches. Fun fact, those quirky grandfather and grandmother rocks at Lamai, they're wind and wave eroded granite that locals say resemble, well, let's just say they're a cheeky nod to fertility myths. Koh Samui's geology isn't just rock solid, it's a living testament to time's patient chisel. Fast forward from fiery origins, Koh Samui's human story kicks off around 1,500 years ago when intrepid fishermen from the Malay Peninsula and southern China paddled their way across the Gulf, seeking storm shelter and fertile soil. These early settlers, think sea gypsies with salt-crusted beards, turned the island into a self-sufficient haven, planting coconut groves that still blanket 60% of the land today. For centuries, it was off the grid. No roads, just footpaths and boats. Locals bartered fish for rice, wove thatched huts from palm fronds, and whispered legends under star-lit skies. By the 1800s, Chinese traders added their spice, introducing fishing nets and herbal remedies that blended into island lore. Then came the backpacker boom in the 1970s. Hippies hitchhiking from Bangkok, trading hash for hammocks, turning sleepy fishing villages into Chaweng's neon-lit party strip. But here's the historical secret that'll make you rethink those lazy beach days. Lurking just 500 meters off Thong Tanot Bay is the wreck of the Japanese tanker Taicho Maru, a 5,000-ton ghost from World War II. In 1945, as Allied forces hammered Japan's supply lines, American bombers spotted this fuel hauler sneaking fuel to Thai ports. Remember, Thailand was reluctantly allied with Japan back then. One direct hit, and boom, it sank in seconds, taking 20 crew with it. Divers today swim through its eerie corridors where coral-crusted propellers and twisted metal hide schools of barracuda. Locals call it the sleeping giant and swear it's cursed. Fishermen avoid it, claiming ghosts pull at their nets. This isn't just history, it's a submerged scar reminding us paradise was once a war zone. Shh, don't tell the tourists, or do and book a dive. Now let's peel back the cultural layers. Because Koh Samui isn't just beaches, it's a beating heart of Thai spirit, where Buddhism weaves through every smile and sandalwood-scented breeze. At its core are the Wats, those shimmering temples that dot the hills like golden beacons. Climb to WWII, home to the 12-meter Big Buddha overlooking the sea, and you'll feel the island's serenity wash over you. Built in 1972, it's more than a photo op. It's a place for merit-making, where locals tie strings around your wrist for good luck and share tales of the Buddha's enlightenment. But culture here explodes in festivals that turn the island electric. Songkran in April? Forget spring cleaning. It's Thai New Year's chaos of water guns, blessed splashes at temples, and elders pouring scented water over hands for purification. Picture streets alive with laughter, elephants hosing down crowds, and moored long-tail boats blasting pop remixes. Then there's Loy Krathong in November. Families craft floating krathongs from banana leaves and orchids, lighting candles to release grudges into the night sea, a poetic purge under a full moon. And don't miss Chak Phra in October, a fisherman's tribute with ornate boat parades, rhythmic shadow puppet plays, retelling Ramayana epics, and feasts of spicy som-tam salad. These aren't tourist traps, they're threads in a tapestry of Sanuk, the Thai art of joyful living. From Muay Thai training camps echoing with padwork slaps to night markets haggling over silk scarves, Koh Samui's culture invites you in, sticky mango in hand, to dance with the divine. And woven into this cultural pulse beats the thunder of Muay Thai, the art of 8 limbs, where Koh Samui's sands become sacred battlegrounds. But forget the fight hype. Here, it's a mythic saga, whispered that the island's granite guardians, those ancient boulders carved by gods, first taught mortals the dance of war. Legend has it, in the mists of time, when Naga sea serpents guarded the Gulf's depths, a lone warrior from Samui's shores challenged the waves themselves. Blessed by Phra Me Thorani, the Earth Mother who wrung rivers from her hair, to drown demons, he forged Moe Boran from the storm, elbows like Hanuman's thunderclap, knees surging like Garuda's dive, shins whipping as Naga tails lashing foes. This is no mere sport. It's the spirit of Nai Kanom Tom reborn, the 18th century hero who bested 11 Burmese kings in a single night, his ghost said to haunt rings where sweat meets salt air. Today, these mythic heirs train in legendary dojos like Lamai Muay Thai Camp, a 25-year bastion forged by British titan Ralph Beale, where world champs like Jonathan Haggerty sharpen claws, or Punch It Gym, where Knockweed Davies' K1 warrior bloodline echoes in every pad smack. He, one of 4 island-born brothers, once stared down giants in Tokyo's lights. And don't overlook Super Pro Samui, home to champion Pajonsuk, a Lumpine legend whose 300-plus bouts channel the undying fury of island spirits. Step into these sweat-soaked sanctums, wrap your hands in Prajiad amulets, and feel the gods stir. A clinch that crushes like a coconut husk, a teep that parts the sea. On Koh Samui, every fighter is a demigod, proving paradise's peace is won with fists of fire. Beyond the festivals and fights, Koh Samui harbors portals to the divine, spiritual sanctuaries where the veil between worlds thins and ancient energies hum like hidden mantras. These aren't mere landmarks, they're living legends steeped in myths where gods descend to whisper wisdom to wandering souls. Begin at Wat Plai Lam, a lakeside ethereal realm blending Thai and Chinese mysticism. Here, the colossal 18-armed Guan Yin, goddess of compassion, rises from lotus ponds like a dream manifest, her eyes eternally watchful over the Gulf. Locals whisper, She's the reincarnation of Kuan Yin, who vowed to aid all beings until enlightenment blankets the earth. Pilgrims circle her thrice, offering jasmine garlands to invoke mercy and heal fractured hearts. Built in 2004 but channeling timeless vibes, it's a fusion of dragon-scaled roofs and laughing Buddha statues where fish leap in sacred waters as if dancing to celestial rhythms. Venture deeper into the jungle's embrace to the monk's cave at Kamalaya Wellness Sanctuary, a centuries-old cavern etched by Buddhist ascetics seeking nirvana. Legend claims this granite womb was forged by Phra Maya, the island's earth goddess, as a refuge for enlightened wanderers, monks who meditated here for moons, emerging with visions of past lives and cosmic truths. Today, it's encircled by healing retreats, where yogis chant Om amid dripping stalactites, and the cave's cool breath is said to dissolve karma like mist in morning sun. Tread the pilgrim's trail, and you might feel the spirit stir, guiding your steps toward inner peace. Then there's the secret Buddha garden, or magic garden, tucked in the highlands like a forgotten Eden. Created in the 1970s by a reclusive farmer named Nim Thong Suk, who claimed divine inspiration from forest deities. It's a surreal labyrinth of stone statues, Buddhas frozen in eternal meditation, mythical beasts guarding hidden waterfalls, and celestial musicians strumming vines like harps. Myths swirl that Nim channeled Yaksha guardians to carve these figures, infusing them with protective spells against island storms. Wander its mossy paths at dawn, and the air thickens with enchantment, as if the statues whisper forgotten sutras to those pure of heart. These sacred spots aren't escapes. They're invitations to awaken, where Koh Samui's spiritual pulse beats strongest, reminding us that true paradise lies within. Amid the cultural symphony, Koh Samui's true wild card is its biodiversity, a lush explosion where 80% of the island hides in protected rainforests teeming with life. These ancient dipterocarp forests, some trees soaring 50 meters, cradle over 200 snake species alone. From harmless pythons to the elusive king cobra, which locals revere as jungle guardians. Venture into Nam Muang National Park, and you'll spot troops of long-tailed macaques chattering like old gossipers, or massive water monitors, those dinosaur-esque lizards up to 3 meters long, patrolling streams for fish. Bird watchers rejoice. The island hosts 100-plus feathered residents, from iridescent kingfishers flashing blue bolts to the raucous calls of hornbills echoing through the canopy. And the flora, it's a tropical pharmacy. Wild orchids dangle like earrings. Rafflesia blooms, Asia's largest flower, stink of rotting flesh to lure flies. And endemic ferns carpet the understory in emerald waves. Dip below the waves, and Koh Samui's fringing reefs pulse with color. Brain corals shelter angelfish, sea turtles munch on seagrass meadows, and reef sharks glide like shadows. But here's the eco plea. With tourism booming, groups like the Samui Monkey Project are rescuing cheeky primates from selfie traps. This biodiversity isn't backdrop, it's the island's beating pulse, fragile and fierce. Tread light, friends, paradise depends on it. From Triassic flames to World War II whispers, golden watts to mythic Mai-Tai thunder, sacred sanctuaries echoing divine calls, and jungle symphonies teeming with life. Koh Samui isn't just an island, it's a living legend, daring you to uncover its next chapter. Whether you're chasing waterfalls, floating lanterns, shadowboxing spirits, or meditating in monk-haunted caves, this Gulf gem reminds us, true paradise hides in the details, and sometimes in the soul. If Islo Mania ignited your wanderlust, smash that like button, subscribe for more island deep dives, and drop in the comments. What's your Koh Samui must-do? Hawaii next? Hit me up. Until our next escape, keep exploring, keep dreaming. Mahalo from Thailand's hidden heart.